father of modern-day anime may not be who you're thinking of. Hi, I'm Wayne with Almost There Travel Company, and today we're looking at the somewhat surprising beginnings of anime as we know it. When I ask you where anime came from, what is the first thing that comes to mind? Is it Japan? Or maybe you get a little more specific and say Astro Boy, the first mega popular cartoon from Japan before it was even called anime. Or even Osamu Tezuka, the creator of Astro Boy. What if I told you it actually goes back a little farther than that, to a little mischievous mouse making his mark on the comic industry after revolutionizing cartoons? That's right, Mickey Mouse created anime. So, maybe it's an over-exaggeration to say that Mickey created anime, but he definitely inspired Osamu Tezuka, sometimes known as the father of manga, or the god of manga. He even has been likened to a Japanese Walt Disney. So buckle up and tug those yellow straps, because today we're going to be learning about Osamu Tezuka, Astro Boy, and how it was all started by a mouse. Kind of. Osamu Tezuka was born on November 3rd, 1928 in Toyonaka, Japan. His childhood was spent going to shows with his mother at the Takarazuka Grand Theater, watching the Takarazuka Revue. They were an all-female theater troupe with a focus on musical romances, instantly enthralling a young Tezuka. He loved their costume designs and their large, sparkly eyes. The experience would go on to influence Tezuka's art style. While Tezuka's mother took him to shows, his father took him to the movies. Tezuka loved watching Disney movies. He especially loved seeing full-length cartoons on the big screen. It's been said that he saw Bambi in theaters over 80 times, and had even been kicked out multiple times for staying in the theater to catch the next showing. As he grew older, Tezuka started drawing comics. He was the first manga artist to tell long-form emotional stories. Drawing inspiration from Disney cartoons, specifically the Mickey Mouse comics he enjoyed so much, he created the more simplistic art style people now associate with anime. Things like dark, bold outlines and the large expressive eyes that were incorporated into his comics were all inspired by his love for Disney movies. While he had a few early manga hits, including his well-regarded trilogy Lost World, Metropolis, and Next World, his first major success came in 1950 when he put out Jungle Emperor, or as it's known outside of Japan, Kimba the White Lion, later adapted in 1965 as an anime. Coming around full circle, Kimba had its own controversy with people accusing Disney of copying it with The Lion King. Tezuka's family has denounced the accusations and doesn't think Disney did anything wrong. In 1951, Tezuka published Ambassador Adam, which has the very first appearance of his most famous character, a young robot with dark spiky hair, Astro Boy. Tezuka's first animation project was in 1960, directing an animated film retelling of the Chinese story Journey to the West, Sayuki. Late with every deadline and unmotivated, he was eventually put on storyboard work just to get him to do something. The crew reportedly were not fans of the storyboards, thinking they were weirdly paced and better suited for a weekly comic than a movie. The one positive note the crew had was that his art style was incredibly easy to work with and animate due to how simple it was. This movie became what would be the introduction of the anime art style to the world of animation. In 1961, not enjoying working under a studio, Tezuka founded his own, Mushi Productions, or Mushi Pro. Their first project was 1962's Tales from a Certain Street Corner, another animated film. Again, Tezuka was reportedly difficult to work with, taking forever with deadlines, and taking credit for other animators' efforts. But the important part was that at its single screening, they also screened the first 2 episodes of Tezuka's first TV show, based on the popular character from Ambassador Adam, Astro Boy. The show officially aired on New Year's Day in 1963, and ended up being the model for future animation productions in Japan. They refined cost-saving measures that would be popular in anime today, like using the same shot but reversed to make it seem different, or shooting in 3s, which means that each shot held for 3 frames instead of 1, giving the animation a bit of a choppy feel but saving money on it. Mushi Pro had made a total of 4 episodes with the budget to make only 1 more, so Tezuka made a deal that would save his company and ensure Astro Boy would continue. He sold the international rights for Astro Boy to NBC Enterprises, NBC's syndication unit. They ordered 52 episodes of the show. Trying to make up for the cheap animation, NBC Enterprises had over-the-top sound effects added to make it more exciting, a technique that would make its way back into anime in Japan. They would also open the show with a cheesy theme song, another anime trope that would be adopted by Japanese anime.
There you go, Astro Boy, on your flight into space, rocking high through the sky, for adventures soon you will make. Astro Boy bombs away on your mission today. Here's the countdown and the blast of everything is go
So, did Mickey Mouse create anime? Yes. Well, okay, no. But he and Walt Disney aspired Osamu Tezuka, who is considered the father of anime. Japanese animation has closer ties to America than a lot of people think. Thanks everyone for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to get notified when we upload again. And if you haven't checked out our last video, it's the start of a series going through the history of the Walt Disney Company decade by decade, starting in the 20s. Have a great day, and see you real soon.